Hello everyone, my name is FlareBlitzed and we have returned back to this wonderful adventure that is Find Love or Die Trying. Hopefully we don't die again. I thought about this between episodes and we really need to do this. We need to take the chance and be able to reclaim the memories in which Ali needs. We need to take this chance, Ali. I think you need this. Guys, take a chill pill for a second, Terra. Huh? I'm a programming god. Best of the best. What is it, Terra? I'm going to have that code cracked by tomorrow, and that's a promise. So don't worry, okay? I love you guys. Thank you so much, really. Why are you thanking all of us? I'm the one who has to write the code in blank. We laughed together, something that I thought might have been impossible after the initial bad news. We're in this together, and we're getting out together. No one gets left behind. All 6 of us. Nobody else is coming with us. Exactly. No evil organization. After we called it a night, I laid in bed deep in thought. Who'd have thought I could have ended today feeling inspired after everything that happened last night? Exactly. Went from the worst of the worst with Violet and the dumps to now the best of the best with aspirations high. We've got this. Flare, one more thing before we turn in for the night. What's up, Terra? I got caught up in the heat of the moment earlier and... oh no. I got no idea. No, I do not like where this is going. How to do this, cause... I remember that all I know about hacking are videos of people typing really fast and saying, I'm in, and... Gah! I practically flew out of bed. Thank God it was just a nightmare. What does it take to get a good night's sleep on a killer dating show? Come on! Exactly. Killer dating show. What do we have now? Who is our next... What are you smiling about? Yesterday's date with Violet. That's what I'm smiling at. It just feels like things are going my way lately. Yesterday's date with Violet still has me feeling as giddy as a little kid. It's almost like there's perks to being on a killer dating show. Shut up, Kat. No one asked for you. Well, don't get too comfortable. We've still got a few days left, and then it's back to the regular. I'm looking forward to that. I bet. Better sooner than later. You cost too much to keep around. Thanks, Kat. Anyway, the $1 million question. Who's today's lucky girl? That'd be... what's the discussion? So tomorrow it's going to be either Terra or Ali. I think Terra needs time on the programming script sort of thing. It's probably best if we go with... Why? Does she need to work on that? But doesn't Terra need time to crack the code? Now, only finished making the code breaker. It's trying every password as we speak. No guarantee it'll finish before we both but we're both done our dates, but it's worth a shot. Thank you, Terra. Don't worry about it. Besides, I think it's better if we save your date for last. Why is that? I don't know. You're some super spy for some super secret organization. You definitely got a bigger heist potential than I do. I don't know about that, but sounds good to me. Let's crack on with it then. I'll use the time to prepare some contingency plans then. Scarlet, Violet, I'm going to need you guys for this. I'm happy to provide assistance. You bet. I'll help however I can. However one can. I say one champion. Sweet, alright, right, Flare? What's up? I didn't just build a code breaker. I've built a game that works with it too. What do you mean? Exactly. She handed me her console. I just whipped it up real quick. It looks like a code-breaking game, but really it works directly with the computer we found. If you get the password right in this game, we'll have access to the computer. Makes sense? Okay. Amazing, I can't believe you whipped up something so fast. It wasn't... Yeah, to you it's not hard! It was just a big middle finger to my... Oh. We thought all my screen time was a waste of time. Screen time, waste of time. Not really. Anyway, I think we can play this game here and there during our date. Try whatever passwords come to mind. Obviously not for the whole day, but ratings and all. Because ratings and all, but as much as we can. Sounds like a plan. Sounds good to me, Tara. I'm a genius, Flare. She cackled manically. You are... I'd like to spend time with Tara today, thank you. Is that so? Well, we'll make it happen. Try not to spend all of it playing games, but believe it or not, that isn't what viewers want in a primetime slot, sorry. I promise this, but I'll try my best. It ain't much, but I'll take that. Thanks, Kat. As much as you'll actually have any kind of empathy for us here. Sorry, Kat, that's pretty much the plan. Hey, Flare, you want to play some games? I'd love to, but Kat wants us to do some other games. It is. Sweet. Do you not just hear me? You have no common sense, Taylor. There's no stopping Taylor when she puts her mind to something. We started playing together in the games room while making pleasant conversation. That can be interpreted one way or another. Normal enough. Yeah, normal enough to seem like a regular conversation, cryptic enough to disguise what we're trying to do. You know, Tara and I never went on crazy adventures like I did with Ali. It didn't make moments with her any less special, exactly. If I forget that we're trying to hack into some confidential database, this really is like a fun day at home with your partner. How about Tara is the best? It's worth a shot. Nope, doesn't work. But none of them. Tara rules. That's a miss. Was the T capitalized? Maybe add a 0123 at the end of it. Thank goodness we have the codebreaker running in the background. Exactly. We'll be here forever. Time to switch gears. Let's give Kat some footage to work with to keep us alive. Good God, Flare. Why the sun? Indecipherable language. Go on without me. Tell my wife and... Wait a minute. Tell my husband and kids I love them. Okay, maybe this wasn't the best idea. Some way or another, we always end up back inside the mansion. Huh. And there's nothing wrong with that. I guess you're right. Up for a few more rounds of that game we just played? Sure. How about... I wouldn't just keep shouting this kind of stuff out, you know. Damian Black's... No. Nope, doesn't work. Wink. What's with the wink for, Tara? Not that either. How about... Oh yeah, what about the name of the protagonist? Oh, come on, now you're just guessing. Like I wasn't before. Well, I'll try it. Ding ding. The two of us looked at each other like deer in the headlights. We cheered as if our favourite team just won a sporting event. Wait a minute, why would the password be your name? That doesn't make any sense. My guess is as good as yours. Maybe we'll find out tonight. I hope so. Well, I think I've had enough of games for today. I never thought I'd hear you say that, Tara. I'm full of surprises. Yes, and illogical thinking. We can spread the good news after. How about we try something new today? Exactly. Something outside? Sounds like a plan to me. Awesome, let's go. We end up going back inside a minute later, but the rest of the day with Tara was still a lot of fun. Lovely. Now we're back here, and we're in. The password prompt closed with a satisfying ding ding. Whoa, there's a lot of stuff in here. Indeed, why would there be a folder called homework? Whoa, that is definitely... Tara, why does your brain go that direction, for goodness sakes? That is definitely a corner folder name. Tara was about to open it until Annie intervened. Do you mind if I take a look? Forget why we're here for a second, sure. Forgot? Let's see. Annie started going through folders, databases, reports, anything that could be useful. At the same time, Tara started downloading all the files to her console. Doesn't like there's anything here about why my name was the password. All the rest of us could do was give Annie and Tara the space they needed. And now, seems like it's only going to be up from here, team. I was worried for Annie, especially if we couldn't get into the computer, but it looks like we got it after all. It's too soon to say anything, but I do hope you're right, yeah. Let's not jinx it. So what's the first thing you're going to do? Look, we should get out of here first before actually thinking about what we're going to do after we get out of here. I thought we weren't going to jinx it. I'm going to get straight back to helping people the way I know best. Nothing's changed in that regard. That is a lovely aspiration. Do me a favor and make sure your adventures don't get used on yourself again, okay? I mean, it's not like I was trying to. Scarlet didn't intend for this to go out the way it did. I admire how you can be so sure. As excited as I am to leave this place, I'm not quite sure what I'll be doing after. That's totally okay, Violet. That's part of the fun of life, just figuring it out as you go. I suppose so. I looked at me and smiled. That's pretty much my plan at this point too. Hello you two. Guess who's back? Bit what? What Tara wants to say is we did it. I've got everything I need to help turn the tide of the war, and I know where my family is. And they're alive! Yes, Ali! I've never seen Ali so happy. She jumped towards me and hugged me. Aww. That's fantastic. That's such a huge relief. I put the huge in there. I'm so happy for you, Ali. Good job, Tara. You praised yourself again. You cracked the code, not all at once now. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you so much. It's just so handy that we have a programmer, gamer, whatever you want to call it, entrepreneur on the internet sort of thing. We didn't have to wait this long to leave, but you guys did it for me and my family. I can't ever thank you enough. She pulled out the master key from her back pocket and swirled it around in her right hand. You guys ready to get out of here? Actually, I was thinking of staying here for the rest of my life. Why? Not having internet is the best thing ever. How comes? I couldn't agree more. Let's get out of here. After you, Ali. This is going to be some sort of trap, isn't it? We're not going to let us go that easily. And then we followed Ali out of the mansion, through the forest, and to the hangar. And then... Whoa, I did not see this! Granted, I don't go outside. I don't blame you, it's pretty out of the way. Not that we have to worry about it now. Ali pulled out the master key and swirled it around her right hand. She walked to the door of the hangar and put the key into its lock. And she tried to turn it, but it didn't work. She tried a few more times, but the lock refused to budge. I don't understand. I've seen Kat use his key everywhere, including here. They must have changed the locks. Does this mean we're stuck here? I don't. It was rare that Annie tripped over her words. It hurt to see her so defeated. I don't know. An uncomfortable silence fell over us. Am I going to die here? Are all of us? No, we are not out of this just yet. I refuse to give up again. But we can't get into the hangar. There's no way to break in without triggering the alarms. For now, yes, but getting in later is a different story. If I remember correctly, whenever you went on a third date with Flare, you would fly in a plane together. Well, I'm assuming the plane was you two. It's just like you to try something crazy and drag in Flare. I can't refute that. That was definitely us. How we never died on those plane rides, I'll never know. That means the staff don't mind if you take the plane during the day, which means we should be able to ask for the key temporarily. We'd still be able to get the plane. It just has to be during tomorrow's date. There'd be way more staff around than usual, but we still have a chance. Exactly. The rest of us can be relatively close by, perhaps at the beach to avoid suspicion. Then when you get to the plane, we run over, you pick us up, and we are out of here. This could work. It's better than how my plan turned out anyway. I was worried for a second there, but it was for nothing. We've got this! We'd be in a tight spot without you, indeed. It is a team effort. Exactly. It is a team effort. Without each of us here, we would be stuck here with no chance of escape, I'm sure. Speak for yourself. I'm sure I could get out of here. Shut up, Tara. You would shut down the second you reach the beach, Tara. Exactly. Oh, second thought. Maybe teamwork makes the dream, but exactly. Goodness sakes. We laughed together, the mood was infinitely better than it was just a few moments ago, definitely, and everyone's smiling here, which is a moment to capture. We spent the rest of the night talking through the details of the plan, including what we do if the unexpected happened. One thing was for sure though, we weren't giving up on getting out of here. It all ends tomorrow. It all ends then and there. But will it though? What do you know, Flare? You actually made it to the last one-on-one date. How are you feeling? I've been better, you know what? Wait, where's my there's my mouse. I've been better, but I'll manage. I'm sure a fun day rally would cheer you up. She has all of us in the crew working extra hard to prepare a special date for you. And by all of us in the crew, I mean the Brothers 5. How about you go find her, spend some time together while we set things up for you? Sounds like a plan, Kat. Let's see. Looks like she's by the beach. Guess that's where I'm headed. Don't do anything we can't air. Murder is okay, but God forbid someone takes their top off. I waved to Kat as I went on my way. I feel like Damian and Kat know what we're all up to. Just as Kat said, Ali was by the beach. She was looking out at the ocean. Morning, Ali. Flare, it's always nice to see you. The difference between Ali's voice during the day and night was like day and night. I guess we do have to worry about the cameras, but still, it takes some getting used to. I know it's going to be tough to top your previous dates with all the other girls, but I think I have a good shot. I'm looking forward to it, Ali. You better be. We've been saving the best for the last. Questions arise. She reached for my hand. Walk with me. I reached for her outstretched hand. It'd be my pleasure. The two of us walked around the beach for a while, getting to know each other. Yeah, getting to know each other for the show. So what will you be doing when the show's over? First thing I'm going to do is say hey to my family again and make them a nice dinner. I'm sure they've gone sick with worry in the week since I've been gone. What do you mean in a week? It's been forever, hasn't it? I wonder what they are thinking now. It's been at least 2 years since then. Kat was right. Sometimes not remembering is a blessing. Ali doesn't have that luxury. Anyway, I've got a surprise for you. Come on. Here we go. She pulled me along by the hand into the forest. I have to say, Ali's really impressed me. Of course, it was her deliberate plan to come into the forest and get to Mahana, but she made it seem so spontaneous. You're going to love it. I saw it the same moment she did. It was all we could do was stand and watch. No. She staggered and almost fell, and who could blame her? Mahana was engulfed in roaring flames. The heat was incredible. There was no way either of us could take another step forward, or step towards the Mahana without being burnt alive. The stench of burning oil assaulted me without mercy, so Kat and Damian did know. We were at a loss for words, and in front of all those flames was her, walking away from the flames. Somehow I just know it was her. Sorry, Ali. Flare, there's been a small change of plans. I'm sure you can tell, but we've hit a few snags with Mahana. How about you two spend your day on the ground instead? I want to scream. I want to attack her with every bone in my body. We're gonna do it. As soon as I took one step forward towards her, I could feel a hand pulling me back. It's Ali. One look from her says everything. You can't do this. And she's right. I can't afford to put everyone in danger. To hold myself back from giving away what this plane meant to me took all the strength I had. I need to calm down. Kat may be able to read my face and see that. Sounds fine to me, Kat. I'm just glad you're safe. What happened? We're still looking into it. Well, either way, there's nothing we can do about that. How about we go somewhere else, Flare? She reached for my hand and held it tight. How could she smile like this at me? Of course, Ali. For the rest of the day, Ali and I put on the performance of a lifetime. Though our faces were all smiles and laughter, we knew, now more than ever, that we were trapped in Kat's macabre puppet show. And Kat loved to make us dance. She must have known we were trying to escape, but how? Did we make a mistake? Did Thor give us away? Should we have ever trusted him in the first place? Who can I trust now? Time is ticking, and the end of the show looms closer and closer. It's time I was supposed to meet with a group, but What do we even do? There's no way you can escape. Our last chance died with Verhaina. Should I just make a break for it? No, I'd never make it, and the others would suffer for my mistake. What do I do? You don't look so good, Flare. Yeah, what do you want? What do you want, Kat? I'm not in a great mood right now. Can we talk later? You're not much of it for acting, aren't you, Flare? Look. I already know about you and your plan to escape. My blood ran cold. You know, take the plane, fly away from here. It wasn't hard to figure out. I tried to say something in my defense, but my voice wouldn't come out. It was all I could do to stand wide-eyed. I know you and the others found the lab, got your memories back. Well, at least the others did. And I know that every night you all work together to try and find a way out. I mean, of course I'd know. I'm the reason why you got this far. What do you mean? Just follow me, you'll save all of us time. We walked to the locker room near the games rooms. She took out her master key and spun it around. You never really thought a bunny could take a key from me, right? Honestly, I don't know what to believe anymore. She opened the door, and there they are. The others were inside, looking as surprised as I was. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't kill you right now, Kat. How about two? First, your inside man was never for. It was me. I mean, come on. You wouldn't be smart enough for something like this. Second, you only ever had a chance at escaping this island because of me. Newsflash, Ali. Those tanks never just bug out. You're the one who let me out of my tank. The one and only. Ali was at a loss for words, and I was no different. What do you want, Kat? Honestly, the same thing as you guys. I want off this crazy train. I want out. I want you guys to include me in your little escape plan. What? Do I have something on my face? As hard as it is to believe, the list of people who want to stay on this island is pretty short. Hell no, we can't trust you. I'm not sure how, but I remember I tried to escape with you before. I trust you, I even fell for you. Even 5 girls is enough? Unbelievable. And then you betrayed me and shot me. There's no way we could ever trust you. You're just going to stab us in the back. Is that true, Kat? I'm ashamed to say it is. But I didn't have a choice. Really, Kat? Father-daughter. You know how it is with Damian. It doesn't matter if you share the same blood. He'll take the people you love hostage and use them to force you to dance to his tune. I'm sorry I betrayed you, Flare. You really, Kat? With every smile you pulled while you betrayed us, I don't bloody trust you whatsoever. But if I had to do it again, I'd do it again in a heartbeat, because there was someone I needed to save. And who would that be, Kat? I know I must look like a villain to you, but believe me, I have people I care about too. If you're so compassionate, how can you burn up our only way out of here? You're lucky I did, Flare. If you actually flown as planned, you'd all be at the bottom of the ocean right now. What do you mean? It's a cruel trick of Damian's. He knew there was a chance that people on the show would recover their memories and try to escape, so he made us build Verhaina and the plane. It's the one place anyone trying to escape would go. Exactly. I told you in the past, Annie, never fly that plane or take the boat out of sight of this island. If you did, you'd have blown up like fireworks. That Ali and I were in the plane, which was little more than a flying death trap, sent a chill down my spine. Look, the simple reality is you need me to escape. Without me, you won't even make it past the barrier. What barrier, exactly? And though I hate it, I need you guys to help me in us escape. She reached her hand towards me for a handshake. Allies? Let's discuss first. Kat leaned against a wall while the rest of us debated what to do. Can we really trust her? This might just be another trap. It's not like it'd be the first by her you fall into, Flare. You're right. That said, it's not like we have much to lose at this point, really. Even if she'd done terrible things to us in the past, we still need her to escape. You're right, Ali. I'm fine. I'm just angry at myself. Hey, don't beat yourself up about it. We're still alive. That's what counts. She's right, you know. I'm not sure how I'm feeling right now either, but we're alive. That counts for something. You're right, Flare. And as much as I hate to say it, I think we'll need Kat's help, trustworthy or not, if we want to stay that way. But we'll need to keep an eye on her, most definitely. Most definitely keep an eye on her. But we'll need to keep an eye on her. I couldn't say it better myself. Alright, Kat. If you want our help, you're going to need to answer a few questions. Ask away. What the hell is this sick show for? And why have you been forcing us to repeat it over and over? As someone from the Resistance, it should be obvious to you. This is just one of hundreds of killing shows we air. It shows that keep people scared, that keep people from organising against your government. You want to paralyse people with fear? You broadcast exactly what will happen to you if you rise up. You're monsters, you know that. I don't disagree with you, but we're not in charge here. Some of us still have family to lose. Really, Kat? You're the only one that says that you're the one with family to lose. Look at Ali. You as well. She has family to lose. And Violet, oh for goodness sakes, her family ditched her. Continue. Before we air each show, we take them internally on test audiences to see what kind of ratings they bring for the fortunate and what kind of despair they bring for the less fortunate. If they tested well enough, we'd air it, but it wasn't efficient. But we couldn't just film a killing show over and over again to see which version of it rated best. You can't bring people back from the dead. So you use Scarlett's machine to erase their memories and repeat that cycle. It was the same for the test audiences. You couldn't just make them watch multiple versions of a show, as they remember previous versions that would influence their opinions. There was no way to test multiple versions of a show without losing the feeling that lives were really in danger. But the memory rewriter would have changed that. It did. We were able to reuse everybody, our volunteer actors, the test audiences. Since we could just make people forget what happened, we could film run after run of a show, where each was as if there were, my bad with words, where each was as if it were the first time to all of you. And that's exactly what we've been doing here for the last 2 years. It was a lot to hear. I had a feeling, but to know that people looked at us like we were nothing but lab rats, while I genuinely was afraid for my life, it's sickening. We were silent for a while. If you've been testing the show this long, when's the real thing? There is no real thing. It's only what version tests the best. That said, there's only so much time Damian is willing to spend on this show, and that time is almost up. This is the last run of the show. If you don't escape before the end, you're all as good as dead. I know Damian and I said that we'd let you and your chosen partner go if you achieve good enough ratings, but it's a lie, isn't it? Yeah. I'm sorry I've waited this long to try to help you guys. Really, Kat? I've been too scared to risk it all, but I've nothing left to lose now. She extended a hand to me for a handshake. Allies? At least till we're out of here? I don't really have a choice this time either, huh? If you wanted to, you could report us right now. That's true. And my word would count for more than all of yours. But that wouldn't save the person I need to. Like it or not, we have to work together. Then it's a deal. Ali shook Kat's hand. Kat, are you sure you don't want to? Oh, I'm fine, Scarlett. It's not important anymore. Or we don't have any time to waste. If you say so. Anyway, the only time we can escape is the last day of the show, between midnight and just before the sun goes up. That's when the boat comes to welcome the newly engaged couple, and that's the only way off this island alive. It also doubles as a supply ship we use to replenish between each run of a show. Are there no other planes on the island? A boat would be far slower. Unfortunately, it's not so easy. There's a protective shell around the island, which performs two functions. First, it renders us invisible to satellite. It's the reason why your people couldn't find us, Ali. Second, if anything bigger than a human being tries to get in or outside the barrier, it'll get fried, unless it's emitting a compatible IFF signal. The only way off the island that will have that signal is the boat. I'm betting this will be heavily guarded. Well, yes, but not from people on it. The ship itself will be run by a skeleton crew. It's the staff on the island who'll skeleton crew? What the hell? It's the staff on the island who we'll have to watch out for. That still leaves a question of how we'll deal with them. Last time I checked, there's hundreds of them, and not even 10 of us. Actually, it might not be so hard after all. I've got a plan that might just work. Though I have to admit it's a little crazy. I like the sound of that. Yeah, one of you's like Snow White animal summonings again. If it involves zombies again, I'm out. You explained her plan to us with renewed confidence that could inspire anyone to believe. Luckily, we still have tomorrow, so we have just the amount of time we need. That just might work, you. You're a mad genius. It's crazier than anything I'd imagine, and crazy enough to work. What the hell is this plan? Don't keep us in the dark. In the dank, let's get to work. Wait, were we even listening to the same plan? Damn it. The others went their separate ways to help prepare for Violet's plan. But Kat stayed. Our business wasn't finished just yet. What's up? What's your game? I want to trust you, Kat, I really do. But you're up to something, aren't you? Just like every other time I trusted you. I can't blame you for feeling that way. And I can't take back what I've done before. The only thing I can say to try and make you trust me is that we both have people we care about. Really? I can't even remember mine because of you! And that if you don't escape, then the person I care about will go down with you. I'm not asking for you to put your neck out for me. You'll never have to. I'm asking for you to help somebody that you've never met, and you never will. Somebody innocent. It's strange. This woman has put me through hell, treated me like a lab rat, and more, and yet, somehow I think she's telling me the truth. Honestly, it doesn't really matter if you do trust me. You'll see tomorrow that I'm going along with Violet's plan either way. Wasn't it you's plan? I'll trust you, Kat. I'm sorry for yelling at you earlier. Don't be. I literally shot you. I think that earns you the right to be angry and more, no? Well, I've gotten to know you over the past years. Not for more than a couple of weeks straight, but I got to know you. And I think you're rude and manipulative and have no problem lying to my face. Exactly, that is correct. Hey, can we skip to the part where you compliment me? No, there is no part. It would literally just be a black screen. It would just be a blank screen. You're also incredibly crass. You keep secrets from everybody, and... You finished? But I don't think you're a bad person at heart. Every time the show ran, you always talked to me to make me feel like I wasn't alone, and you made sure I never lost hope. I know that was never part of the job. You didn't have to do that, yet you did it over and over. It must have been so tiring to do that over and over, full well knowing that we were doomed. I don't know why you're doing all of this, but I believe that you do care about helping people. I'm flattered, Flare. But you've got me wrong. What do you mean? Everything I've ever done for you, the others, it's been for my own selfish reasons. Why? It just happens to line up nicely. Though I appreciate the... Shut up, Kat. Unlike before, I couldn't tell if she was telling the truth. Indeed, we went our separate ways shortly after. I spent the rest of the night helping the others with preparing for the plan. I was exhausted when I went back to my room, but I still couldn't fall asleep for several hours. It's as if something's on the tip of my tongue, but I just barely can't grasp it. Yet somehow I know I'm closer than I've ever been. What are the ending requirements? Because I've heard about what each of the endings are, but not the actual events that transpire by. I know there's an ending for all the 5 characters, and then there's some sort of bad end. And there's another ending as well, which I don't know. Kat was true to her word. Instead of having another date on the 6th day of the show, she planned a huge party for the staff instead. A thank you for all your hard work party. As soon as she told her staff that Violet would be cooking for the event, all of them dropped everything and helped prepare for it. While the staff prepared the party grounds during the day, each of us were hard at work, make sure other parts of it went well. And now Violet's cooked mountains of food as if her life depended on it. In truth it did, yeah. Ironic, isn't it? You was playing games with the staff outside, and it didn't take long for her to become a fast favourite for them. I'm pretty sure half the staff were playing the games just so they could get her to notice them. And she knew it. Senpai, notice me! All those bloody simp fans, especially for VTubers, for goodness sakes. I have to admit, I'm really impressed by you. Her plan is really coming together. Terra and Scarlet joined forces to make sure all the staff joined the festivities. Terra used Kat's producer room to find any stragglers who hadn't joined the festivities. Scarlet with her iconic trademark look. As Terra found them one by one, Scarlet turned on the charm and made sure that they came with her to the party. I see. Then, when it was time for Scarlet to switch to other mission, Annie took over, though I'm told she employed more force than charm. Meanwhile, I ran around like a chicken with its head cut off, trying to make sure every part of her plan was going smoothly. And for once it did. And then we'll hear. A few hours later, we had every staff member on the island partying their lights out. Everybody's here. You bet. You should have seen the ones that tried to run. I made sure everyone who came stayed too. Perfect, everybody's eaten. As they should be. As they should have. It is fine food. Looks like it's all going according to plan. I'm just going to go ahead and get to the fun part. Scarlet pulled out a remote from her pocket and pushed a button on it. A few seconds later, fireworks were shooting into the night sky above the party grounds. Audible distractions is great, and visual distractions. The cheers of the staff were like thunder. And with that, the plan is going as smoothly as can be. Great job, team. We owe you one, you. Right back at you, Ali. We cheered as firework after firework lit up the night sky. Whoa, are fireworks supposed to be this bright? Well, come to think of it, these fireworks are practically blinding. I have to say, I did a pretty good job with these fireworks. Though there might be some side effects to watching them from so close. Let's worry about that later. The fireworks were the signal to those trying to escape, but there was nothing left to do except wait. It's going to be a long night. I know what we said before, but it'd be such a shame to spend tonight just worrying over what may happen tomorrow. We might live, we might die, same as any other day. How about instead we just dance the night away? You know what? That sounds great. That sounds lovely. Let's do it. Come on, let's dance like there's no tomorrow. Yuck. What do you mean, Terra? Don't you know about fine dancing? Don't be like that, Terra. It'd be good for us to blow off some steam. Dancing sounds like exercise, and exercise is your mortal enemy. And he picked up Terra over her shoulder. And away we go. Come on, come on. Scarlet grabbed my hand and pulled me with her to where people were dancing. The others followed close behind. We never made it to this day. They sure are carefree, huh? Some things never change. Maybe we'll get out of here tomorrow. Maybe we won't. I hope we do, though. I like to think that one day we'll look back and remember this day. It was the most fun night I've ever had, out of the nights I can remember. We lived like there was no tomorrow. And now, we'll find out if there is a tomorrow for us. Let's do this thing. We waited in the darkness for hours, waiting for the boat to come. The plan was simple. It had no room for error. First, we need to make sure the boat really is coming. It's later than usual. You think they're onto us? No, it'll just be a little longer. It's cold. There's no point worrying at this point. If they're onto us now, we're already dead. All we can do is wait. We waited for an hour more. Then another. Then another. We were losing hope. I guess It's here! Kat pointed towards the ocean. We all looked in unison. Just as she said, the boat was coming! It looked huge despite how far it was. It must be massive from up close. Alright, it's only going to be a few minutes before it reaches the shore. Let's book it back to the mansion. Second, we need to get back to the mansion before the boat reaches the shore. From what Kat told us, the staff will physically inspect the mansion to make sure we're there. We can't rely on overriding the feeds. If we're not there, they'll sound the alarm and our chance of escaping will go from slim to nil. According to Kat, it's how I got caught last time. Lovely. We made it back to the mansion and rushed to our respective rooms. I turned off the light, then jumped onto the bed and pretended to be asleep. A few moments later, I heard the sound of somebody opening a door. It must be them. There was a mechanical rhythm to it. Footsteps. A door would open. More footsteps. A short pause. Footsteps again. A door would close. Repeat. Over and over. Closer and closer. Till it got to my room. I tried my best to make my breathing sound natural. But breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Footsteps. A second later, my door opens. I could tell there's probably about 5 people. Breathe in. They're walking closer to me. Breathe out. I can tell 2 of them are in front of me. They're muttering something under their breath. You have to pity her. Come on, she can do better. Rude. Breathe in. Hey, something's wrong. It feels like my heart stopped. Breathe out. They're moving closer to me step by step. What's that? Breathe in. I think it takes everything I have to not to move. With every nerve in my body screams to run. This is it. They're onto me. I can't help but ball up the fist of my hand. Never mind. We're done for the night. Let's head out. Sounds good to me. I heard them walk further away from me, then outside the room. Finally, they closed the door. I breathed out like never before. On to the next part of the plan, which is to get the hell out of here. What about Terra? We grouped downstairs, but it wasn't so difficult, was it? Like taking candy from a baby. Where's Terra? Wait, yeah, exactly. Where's Terra? I'll go check on her. As if on cue, Terra came running down the stairs. I'm good, don't worry about it. And I definitely didn't fall asleep just now. God damn it. I didn't buy it and the rest of us didn't either. Alright, back to the problem at hand. We may have avoided detection for now, but now there's going to be upwards of 100 guards on patrol between here and the boat. There's little to no chance we can all make it there without being seen, but it's a chance we'll have to take. Thanks, Kat. Actually, we have just the theme for that. Courteous of Scarlet and I. What's that? Well, we went through all the trouble of preparing such a big party for all the staff. It would be a shame if we didn't give them a little extra to chew on. Okay, no? You didn't. No, she did. It was like an absurd scene from an art house movie gone mad. And there they are. Brains! Bananas! Brains and bananas! Blah. Brains are counting. Hundreds of zombies littered the field. This again. These guys. You know, I can't believe we ever let you make stuff, Scarlet. You better be glad that you did. Now that I think about it, could we just put a sleeping agent or something like that in? Where's the fun in... Come on, we could use anything of ours to our disposal, to our advantage, you know that? Well, we still have to go past them to get to a boat, right? Don't worry about it. I've got a fair share of experience in taking down zombies. Something about that rubs me the wrong way. Don't worry about it. Let's be on our way. We managed to sneak out of the mansion without much of a fuss. As soon as we got into the forest, it was smooth sailing. There were just a few zombies in there. To be honest, how much Scarlet enjoyed herself taking them down was more concerning. I'll worry about that when we get off this island. For now, I'll focus on getting out of here. A few moments later, we made it to the beach. The boat was clear in sight. Wow, it's huge. Let's not waste any time. We rushed onto the ship and ran straight to the captain's deck. You guys wait here. It's practically guaranteed that the engine's been tampered with and I need to fix it. If I know my father, he'll do it just the way it was last time. You know what, Flare? Come with me just in case. Maybe that's where the crew members are. I don't trust this! Don't trust this one bit! It was pitch black inside. Kat had to shine a light to see anything. Strange. Where are they? Well, let's not look a gift horse in the mouse. Found it. Chalk it up to my dad's outsourcing. Everything to but grunts. This is child's play to me. Kat, go to work fixing the engine. Watch my back. We still don't know if we're in the clear, and this is going to take a minute. Got it. I turned around to keep a lookout. It was almost impossible to see anything, though. Since when were you a mechanic? Honestly, since my first failed escape. I had to teach myself. There isn't exactly a trade school on this island. If I hadn't, I'd never be able to help anybody escape this island. I'm sorry, I didn't trust you before, Kat. I get it now. Why you did what you had to do. Keep talking like that and you'll raise a death flag for the both of us. Jeez. It's not like we're in a visual novel where death flags are a thing. We can talk more later if you'd like. In the meantime, this boat is fixed. Nice. Let's tell the others and get the heck out of here. And now we ran back to the others. I thought you told them this boat was operated by skeletons. We ran back to the others and told them the good news. At the same time, Kat revved up the engine of the boat. We were good to go. We literally jumped for joy as the boat started to move. Oh, gosh, I can't believe it. We're doing this. We're finally getting out of here. It is hard to believe, but it is true. We did it. Now, you don't have to thank me all at once. We really did it. We really did it. Thank you, Kat. You really saved us. You did. We'll be able to get to this point if it weren't for you. Yes, mechanical Kat. There's no need to thank me. I actually should apologize, but I didn't do any of it sooner. The intercom rang out, of course. Kat turned white as a sheet when we heard the voice that was all too familiar. No. Damn it! Damian! Ding, ding, ding. I guess you learned at least something in school, Kat. Not enough, clearly, but hey, it's something. That's got to win a participation ribbon somewhere. You knew what I was planning? Of course I did, dearie. I made you. I know exactly how you think. And I have to thank you. Your mother would be proud at the show you've given us these last 2 years. What? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I forget to tell you? While you were busy filming Flare and those other blanks, my team was filming your brave attempts to save these idiots. Gives the audience a little more reason for why they should stay in line, you know. After all, if I do this to my own daughter, imagine what I'd do to someone who wasn't. You're a monster! Flattery will get you nowhere, Kit Kat. Well, it doesn't matter now. Do whatever the hell you want. We're getting out of here. We fixed the boat and there's nothing you can do to stop us now. We're getting out of here. Saying garbage like that is just playing with fire, love. The earth started to shake even though we're on a boat. I could tell the island was rumbling. In the distance, a metal barrier slowly rose out of the ocean, all around the island. It climbed higher and higher, till it cast a shadow over the boat. Higher and higher till the only daylight we could see was just from a circle above us. We were trapped. How about we play a game, little rats? Damian spoke down to us from some kind of holographic screen on the walls. He gestured to some kind of machine behind him, in what looked like a strange kind of stadium. I've got myself a little switch here that controls the barrier. One push of this and you'd be free to go. It'd be easy for you to waltz on in and flip it. You've gotten rid of all our security. But this switch is only going to work if you have 2 people's hands prints with producer level clearance. Sure, you've got Kat, but you'll never be able to get mine. He pulled out the same gun I'd been shot with before. Though don't let that stop you from trying. The hologram disappeared with a click, leaving us in an uneasy silence. Our hands are tied, with no choice but to go back. Hello, he's got a gun. He'd take us all down before we even have a chance to grab him. We've got no choice though. If we wait here, it's only a matter of time before they can send people after us. I guess we have to head back to the beach. Let's turn this around. We've got an ass to kick. No, that's exactly what Damian wants you to do. The turning around part or the ass kicking. I'll leave that to your imagination exactly. Damian has a script that he wants to see play out. People try to revolt, fail and get killed. I guarantee you, if we do just that, he has a plan for it indeed. He'll find some kind of way to turn us against each other, and then none of us will be making it out of here alive. Even so, we can't just stay here and wait until we're out of time. Flare and I will go flip the switch. Besides, we're the only two people here who can do anything about it. What do you mean by that? I thought that only you and Damian. I'll explain it on the way. There's no time, Flare. Are you ready to run? I won't allow it. There is no way we are letting Flare go back there without us. You said it, sister. I'm not letting you all lose your one chance of getting out of here. Scarlet, please, you know exactly what Damian is capable of. I don't like this, Kat. I know. Let them go. Believe me, I hate this. I hate this to my core, but Kat's right. Kat didn't waste a moment. She reached for my hand, and this is going to be a bad end, isn't it? Before I knew what I was doing, we ran off the boat together and back to the mansion as fast as we could. I was running on pure instinct, like my body has done this before countless times. I looked back to the boat just once, but I couldn't help but linger for a moment. I could tell from their faces they wanted to be running with me, not waiting for us to come back. I'm going to make Damian pay for making them suffer like this. We went back to running. I followed Kat's lead. It's earlier than I planned, but there's no time like the present for exposition about your past. It'd be good to know why I'm running with you. Will I happen to be resistant to bullets? We'll find out if you're together, thanks. But if you look at your history, I'd say no. Hey, I survived the time you shot me. I'm pretty resistant. Touchy. Before you came onto the show, you were a producer, just like me. We used to work together. We were partners. In more ways than one, though. That was forever ago. Living and working on this island was the only life I'd ever known. It sounds awful, but I didn't have a problem with running those shows. There was nothing different to compare it to. But then I met you. I've got no idea what would bring someone like you to this island, but meeting you changed me. She smiled like I'd never seen before. You made me see that there was a world out there that was beautiful. You made me hope that I could be a part of that one day. And you helped me realize that we needed to shut this place down if we wanted there to be a world out there at all. For years we worked together to free as many people as we could from these death trap shows. We'd ship them away to safety, fake their deaths, everything. And we did just that for a time. Then Damian started to suspect something was up. Each day he got closer and closer to figuring out, until I knew we couldn't stay any longer. But it was too late by then. Damian caught us. You mean you betrayed me? I can't remember much, but I remember you and we were together. And then you sold me out, right when we were trying to escape. Why? It's like I said before. I didn't have a choice, and I still don't. I know you have no reason to trust me anymore, and I don't expect you to. We don't. But we need each other's help to get off this island now. Since both of us are technically still producers, we can activate the switch if we work together. We don't even have to take Damian down, though I doubt he'd let us use it that easily. Can you trust me enough for that? Honestly, I don't know. A part of me wants to trust Kat, the same part that unconsciously remembers I did for years and years. But how can I forget that betrayal, even if she had her reasons? Sure. I'll keep an eye on her. When we got back to the mansion, Kat made a beeline for the lab. I ran with her as fast as I could. Our footsteps on the winding metal staircase echoed like a thundering drum. And here we are. You're about to see the real reason why the show is on this island. Kat took out her mask and slid into a hidden socket in a wall behind one of the tanks. And click. Don't say I didn't warn you. The same wall split into two doors, slid within another hidden staircase. You think you guys could get an elevator instead? I said the same thing. As soon as I took one step down the staircase, I could tell something was different. Something was telling me that I shouldn't go down there. Come on, we don't have time to waste. I've got nothing to lose. With each step down, it grew darker and darker. Eventually, I couldn't even see my hand in front of my face. Then, light. Blinding light, and... applause? Welcome, welcome, you finally made it. Damian's face was plastered over countless screens. In a stadium that could fill tens of thousands of people. Countless cameras littered the seats, all focused on center stage. A battleground sprawling with maze-like walls of all shapes and sizes, and littered with guns. Thanks to the walls, we couldn't see Damian directly, but we know he was here from the screen. We wouldn't have a show with you idiots, so I'm glad you actually came back. Aw man, you couldn't even bring back the others? You're no fun. You just really gotta make me work, huh? Anyway, congrats on making it this far, etc, etc. I gotta say I'm proud of you for making it here, daughter of mine. I'm impressed that you remembered your old hunt just from a few seconds of video. No thanks to you, you dirtbag. Is there any way to thank somebody who gives you room and board? You gave Flare a way nicer room than I ever got. Blame your mum for that one, kid. Anyway, how about you be a dear and explain the game we've got going on here? The switch we're looking for is somewhere here. The problem is, so is Damian, and he's got a gun, and more ammunition that he needs to kill both of us. What about the weapons on the ground? Maybe there's something we could use to level the playing field. It's all we could do, but the odds aren't in our favour. Most of the weapons lying around are useless. They were meant to make people lose hope that they could fight back. Most is better than all of them, at least. Well, yes and no. There's no hope to lose if we knew all of them were fake. That's Damian's MO. He'll give the people trapped on his shows just enough hope for escape, and then he'll use that to trap you. Real guns among the fakes. Boats and planes when you're trapped on an island. If we're going to make it through this, you can't fall for his game. Understand? Loud and clear, Kat. Thanks. Then let's go. There's no time to waste. Ran from wall to wall, taking cover between each time. Whenever we had a chance, we'd pick up what looks like a gun and see if it was real. We only had seconds to check for each one. Damon was hot on our trail. A gunshot rang out, blowing a hole through the wall Kat and I were hiding behind. What's the matter? You're like two rats in a lab. He fired again. Sharp now from the wall scraped my arm. Blank! It was like my arm had been lit on fire. Flare, you okay? I'll live, don't worry, we need to find a weapon. And we need to find the switch. We ran behind another wall, narrowly dodging another shot from Damian. It dawned on me that he wasn't even trying to hit us, he was trying to make us scared, and it was working. But why? He's reloading, come on! Exactly, use these moments while he's reloading to go to the next part of the scene. We dashed out from behind a wall and ran past Damian, looking desperately for the switch and for any weapons we could find. I managed to pick up 2 pistols. Kat did the same. Damn, looks like they are fake too. How's yours looking? I took a look at the first one. Upon further inspection, it was clear that it was no more than a plastic toy. But the second one, Kat realised the same second I did. It was real, with a single bullet loaded. Alright, that's good. Here's more gunshots. Another 2 shots rang out, blowing a hole in the wall just next to where my head was a second ago. Blank! How come he's getting a blanking head cannon? The budget's got to go somewhere, I guess. Anyway, we've got the gun. That's probably the only real one in the stadium. We need to find the switch now. Even with a gun, we're no match for him. Sounds good to me. Ran further through the stadium, opposite the entrance, until we're square in the middle of the stadium. And there it was. The switch. You think they had hit it better? Damian's laughter echoed through the arena as he reappeared on the screens above the arena. Congrats, you found the switch. It's a damn shame I forgot to mention something about the switch here. It's a fake, isn't it? It won't do jack blank, even if you both have access, as long as I've got a heartbeat. And I plan on sticking around. But I'm not heartless. In fact, I think I'm a pretty decent guy for what I'm about to do. Really, Damian? Kat looks like she had just seen a ghost. Kat, Flare. I've got an offer you can't refuse, but only one of you can claim it. If either of you kills the other one, I'll let the one left standing go. We'll forget this ever happened, and call it a wrap on Find Love or Die Trying. I'll even let the survivor leave this island. I can even guarantee I'm telling the truth, because this is airing live to the world right now. People bow down and get in line because I tell them the truth, because they know I kept my word. They wouldn't believe me for a second I've ever went back on it, you know. Not a bad deal, huh? Especially considering that if no one takes that offer, I'll just kill both of you. I'm giving you 5 minutes to decide, but I'm coming for you, sorry. The screen shut off. Kat and I looked at each other, a mix of horror and fear on her face, and there was no doubt that mine mirrored hers. Flare, I can't imagine what's racing through your head now. You're probably thinking, I'm going to betray you again, right? I was at a loss for words. You don't have to say anything. Look, I can't blame you for doubting me. And honestly, if you just shot me right now, I'd be okay with it. Because then, you'd be free to go. I know Damian would keep his word. But if there's even the slightest chance that you want me to be able to escape from here too, then I need to ask you something that I should know sounds insane. What's that? I need you to give me the gun. The only real one we've got. Look, I'm not stupid enough to know not how that sounds. The simple reality is, I've known you for so long now, and one thing I know about you is that you're a terrible shot. Me? I'm as good as you can get on this island. I think I'm our best bet on taking him down. But I understand completely if you're not willing to trust me. If you think I'm lying, I get it. And if you don't trust me... She closed her eyes and pressed her fingers against her forehead. Then please, just make it quick. The gun in my hands had never felt so heavy. On one hand, a guarantee that I could make it out here alive. On the other, trusting Kat. Can I trust Kat after all that she's done to me? Can I really believe her words when the memories that can prove or deny them are lost to me? I've got no time. I have to choose. Well, you know what? We'll find this out in the next time, folks. I think we're getting close to the very end of this game. And for all the endings that are in tow, for goodness sakes, you know which one I'm going to select. But I'll leave that to your imagination for the next and final time of Find Love or Die Trying. For goodness sakes, this is what you would call a very, very, very good visual novel. I've thoroughly loved each and every step of the way. I think the combination of this kind of reality TV dating show with the romance that's gone on involved, although I feel like the romance itself is a bit forced. It's like if the characters don't actually know each other, but also at the same time they've known each other for a long time because of the memory erasure and all that. It's like they left a part of something in each of the characters towards past experiences which made them fall in love with one another. Like with the protagonist, for example, the girl that they go out with somehow quickly falls in love with them in one reason or another, which would never happen in the real world. Like, you would never go on a real life endeavor with a person, like, let's say a co-worker, and you wouldn't just fall in love with them for the first 3 days that you get to know them and vice versa. That would be just abysmal, astronomically low. But guess what? This is a game, and games defy logic. Thank you all so much for watching, and see each other on the next and final time of Find Love or Die Trying. Thank you all so much for watching, and take care of yourselves.